welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. I miss you guys. If you are new here, my name is Yoyis, and on my channel I teach you everything you need to know about lash extensions and how to be a successful lash artist. So in today's video, I am going to show you guys how I take and edit my pictures for social media. And the crazy thing about it is that I had previously done a YouTube video all about this, and for some reason I can't seem to find it anywhere. I looked through all my content and it's gone. Like, I never deleted it. Like, nobody that has access to my YouTube channel has deleted it, so I don't know where it went. But it's okay, because now it gives me the perfect opportunity to do a refresh on this video and show you guys exactly what I do now. So just to give you guys a heads up, I am not going to be doing a full editorial video on how specifically I do it. I am coming out with my online course, and you will get certified if you take my online course on how I take videos, not only for YouTube but social media, as far as like reels for TikTok and Instagram. But the best part is that I'm also going to be showing you guys how I take pictures and how I edit them, how I edit my videos, how I edit my reels, all that good stuff. So that is going to be a future course coming out very, very soon, and it's just going to help you expand your skills and take your creativity and your content to the next level. So for this video, it's going to be very simple. This video is going to be strictly on how to use my money shot lens. If you do not know, I came out with a macro lens that helps you zoom in and take those detailed shots. I'm going to put some pictures here for you guys so you guys can see what it is that I'm talking about. I know if you follow me on Instagram, you have been asking me how I take those very up close detailed shots also for my reels, because I know I incorporate those money shots in my reels a lot, and you guys have been asking. Again, I had a video, I don't know where it went. Okay, since we are talking about my money shot lens, this little lens right here, this guy has been a game changer, and it's called the money shot lens. The reason why I called it the money shot lens is because that is what brought in my clients. It also took my social media to the next level, and it just gave it a more cleaner, more sophisticated look. So being able to take better pictures and showcase your work is going to take your social media to that next level. And why not? Like, if you are trying to build clientele, you want to be taking nice pictures, because that's what artists look at when they go on social media and they try to look for their next lash artist. And being able to showcase your beautiful work will play a huge role on you bringing in those clients. That is why I love my money shot lens. So I did do a restock on my lens. So if you guys do have my old lens, it is still the same lens. And what I mean by that is that my old lens was gold. When I tried to place a new order to restock on my lenses, they did not have gold available, which I'm very disappointed, because you know that I love my gold. I incorporate gold in all my product, and the fact that they did not have gold, it was rather keep my lenses out of stock till they had gold, or I restock them in a different color, which I wanted you guys to get your hands on my lens as soon as possible. So the color doesn't really matter to me, but if you do have the old lens, it is gold. The new lens is black now. So it's still the same lens. The only difference is that the new one is black. It's still going to take the same pictures, still the same quality. So do not worry if you are getting the new one in black, okay? The great thing about these lenses is that they have two lenses in one. If you are somebody that does have my lens, but you're having a hard time using it, just remember, when you do buy the lens, it has instructions on the back on how to use it. I simplified it, that way you are able to use it. So this is what it looks like. I know a lot of you who have purchased my lens, and if you are struggling on how to use it, that's what this video is all about, on how to use this lens and what you need to be doing, because I am 100% sure that the people who are frustrated with it is because they didn't know you're supposed to take them off. So separate them. I'm actually going to be including some videos here on how I use it and how I work with it on my mannequin. And again, I am going to be doing a full editorial course, and through that one, I'm going to be showing you how to use this on a real model and how to get all the good angles and how to edit your pictures as well, because that's what we want, right? Okay, so when you first take it out of your box, it comes in a little bag, so this will keep your lens protected. I technically like to have my lens just clipped on my lash cart, so it does come with a little clip. You're going to remove the back part. Okay, you're going to clip the back end to the lens. So it is an attachment to put on your phone. So no, it's not going to take pictures by itself. It's an attachment. Okay. So when you take it out, it looks like this. It's a big lens. And a lot of people don't know that it's two lenses in one. So the big one is a wide angle, and it does come with a macro lens. So it's going to give you a wider look. It kind of gives it that look of the fish eye, but it does do the macro. So it does capture the details a lot better. So if you are using the wide angle, the big one, that's not what I use. So it is good to have this lens, but in reality, we want to take that one off. We are going to be using the little one. I know you're probably asking, what is the point of the big one? A lot of people like it, okay? So we are going to be using the little one. The little one is what's going to give us that up close detailed shot. So the little one is the macro lens. Again, this one does have macro, but we want to use this one for macro, okay? Macro means zoomed in detail. And again, I'm going to jump into how I show you guys in a minute. I'm going to show you on a mannequin how to specifically use it. And the thing about macro lens is you want to be getting up close as possible. I know a bunch of you guys are using it too far, and that's why it looks very, very blurry. One thing you are probably going to come across when it comes to using this camera, especially if you have a newer phone like the iPhone 14 or even a newer Samsung. I have a Samsung S23 and it has multiple lenses. So if your phone does have multiple lenses, you're probably going to have an issue using this lens because your main camera is going to be switching. It's not going to know where to focus. So it's going to be jumping from lens to lens. So if you are having that difficulty, get off your regular camera and jump onto Instagram. The reason why I like using Instagram to take my pictures is because that's usually where I post and showcase my work. So it's a lot easier for me to just take pictures through Instagram, and I can just easily post it on my stories. But if you want to be able to download them, that way you could later go and edit them and do whatever you want, then again, Instagram is where to go. I've noticed that that is how my camera focuses and stays on one lens. So again, if you're having difficulty with your regular camera, then get off your regular camera and jump onto Instagram camera and start taking your pictures there, because through the Instagram camera, it's going to stay focused on your main lens, and then you'll be able to attach it and put this directly on your main lens and start taking pictures through there, and it's easy for you to download them and save them onto your folders. All right, so let's get into it. Again, I'm going to be having an online course with a live model that we can show you the angles and how to take the pictures and all that good stuff. So for right now, I'm just going to show you guys how to use the lens specifically, because I know this is something that can be a little bit tricky if you do not know how to work it. Again, there's instructions on the back on how to use it, but not that many people care for the box, right? So let's jump into the video. Okay, like I mentioned to you guys, if you want to get those really up close, then you're gonna remove the big lens. So again, the big lens gives you a macro look, which I'm going to show you the difference between the big lens and the small lens. But let me specifically show you guys what it will look like if you were to be using your regular phone lens, especially if you are using a phone that has more than 3 lenses. If your phone has more than 3 lenses, you are going to have a little bit of difficulty, especially with this newer model phones, because your camera is going to be switching back and forth. It's not going to know where to stay focused on. Okay, so if your phone is a newer model, whether it's iPhone or Android, most phones nowadays do come with a Pro option. So Pro or Pro Video will help you to be able to get more crisp crisp videos and pictures, and that's what you want. But when we are using the lens, this is what's going to happen. Let me show you guys. So I'm going to put it, you obviously want to clean your lenses. So again, this is the new Samsung phone. So if you were to put the lens on one of the cameras, you see how it looks like a fisheye. So this is what the wide macro lens looks like. And for some reason, it's working on me today. Some of the times it will not focus. So you see, still gives you a macro look because we are really zoomed in and focused. So as you can see, I'm pretty close up to the lashes, but as you can see, it gives it like a fishbowl look, and we don't want that unless you do. But as you can see, it's not capturing it really well because again, it has macro, so you want to be able to get in a lot closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the top lens. What we're going to use is the little lens. The little lens is what's going to give us that macro shot. So as you can see, it's very blurry. So I'm going to turn the mannequin around so you can see exactly what it is that I'm doing. You're going to make sure you have your light all the way up, bright as possible. And as you can see, it's very blurry. So you're going to get in as close as possible. You see how it's starting to focus on the lash line? There you go. So when you see the details coming in, that's when you want to stay very still. So if your client were to have her eyes open, and if you were to click on her eyeball, it's going to focus on the eyeball and it's going to blur everything around it. So the difference between a macro lens is that it's only going to focus on the center or the area that you click on the screen. So if you wanted to focus on the whole lash line, it's not going to do that. It's going to blur out, as you can see, the edges. So usually what I like to do is if I did a doll eye, I'm going to emphasize the center of the lashes because that's where the longest links are at. If I did a cat eye, I'm going to click on the outer of the screen. You see how it shifted the focus on the outside because that's where the longer links are at, and it's going to make sure that you focus there. So if you were to click on the eyeball, it's going to focus on the eyeball. You see how it focused here? Is going to focus on the eyeball instead of focusing on the lashes. You never want to focus on the eyeball. You want to focus on the lashes. So if I were to take this off, this is what it looks like on my regular camera. And if I were to put this back on, you see how it focuses the closer I get. Okay, so if you're still having issues and if your camera does not want to focus, we're going to go on to Instagram. And then through Instagram, okay. Through Instagram, we're going to go to the camera. Hello. Okay, so through the Instagram camera, as you can see, it has a little bit more focus. And this is why I like to use Instagram camera because it works so beautifully with the lens, especially if you are somebody that has more lenses and it does not want to stay focused. Jump on Instagram. Either way, you're going to be posting your work on Instagram. If you're somebody that does not use Instagram, then using a lens like this is kind of pointless because you want to use it to post your work, right? So make sure you have an Instagram. That way you can use this camera. Okay, so as you can see, the further I get out, the more blurry, the more I come in and hold still. It's going to focus on my work. You see? And you want to make sure that you are standing very still. So when you do get the focus on the lash line, you want to make sure you tell your client to hold it for a couple seconds. I know when it comes to the light, it can be very blinding. So you're going to have them hold it for a couple of seconds and then have them close their eyes to let their eyes rest and then repeat the process again until you get a lot of pictures. So what we're going to do is take a screenshot, not a screenshot, take a picture that comes out blurry, try again. And you'll see how my hands are shaky, so it doesn't want to focus. Why are my hands so shaky? Is that coffee? Okay, boom. Now all you have to do is click the little buttons and then push save. So we're going to keep repeating the process until we get our picture. So this is what it looks like with it. Okay, beautiful. Boom. Perfect. And you see how it only focused on this one specific fan because I clicked on that, and you see how the outers are very blurry. So again, you want to make sure you are clicking on the section of your lash map, lash style, to emphasize that certain section. So again, if it's a doll, I'm going to do the center. If it's a cat, I'm going to do the outside. But I mainly tend to stick towards the center because that's where the eyeball is at, that's where their iris is at, and that's where you want to make sure you get the most emphasis. Again, it just depends on the style, but this is what works for me. So if you do have any more questions, or if you would like me to go more into detail about how I take them, how I edit them, how I do Instagram reels, all that good stuff, again, I am coming out with a full course online. All right, Lash Babes, I hope this video explained well on how to use my money shot lens and how I take and get all those good angles, how close you want to be, how you want to stay still, your client has to stay still, and how to focus it directly on the lashes and not the eyeball. So again, if you want to have a full course on everything as far as working with the model and taking the pictures and how the editing, the lighting, all that good stuff, again, I am coming out with an online course specifically for my Yoyis Plus members. If you don't know what Yoyis Plus is, it is my membership where you get access and certification to all my online courses for free. So yes, I don't charge for my online courses, and not only that, you do get my products 50% off, so you will be able to get my lens. So if you're interested in my lens, you can either get it for free when you do sign up. I offer all my newbies a free gift, so through there you'll be able to redeem your lens as a free gift, or you could get a glue, you can get some lash trays, choose whatever it is that you would like for a complimentary gift when you do sign up. I recommend to get the lens. Just the best way to go, right? Okay, so again, if you have any questions, check the link down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe here so you don't miss out on future content. I am back. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I am back, and I am so excited to give you guys more information, more content, and just give you guys the best of this lash industry. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.